Good morning, dear student. Let us start the class. Today we are going to learn skip counting of 4, 5 and 6. Okay, skip counting is using multiplication table. Okay, from the chapter multiplication. So let us start the class. Now before starting the class, what we got in the chapter multiplication before skip counting. Before skip counting, we got repeated addition. Now I hope everyone remembers what is repeated addition. Repeated addition means putting the equal number of objects in groups and then finding the total. Okay, it is like counting only, but here instead of counting one by one, we are counting how we are putting in groups. Okay, any item it can be, and we are putting equal number of objects in the group. Now in this here you can see flowers, isn't it? So what we have to do, let me read out the question. Count the number of objects and find the total through repeated addition. Now here flowers are given here. Now you can see how many groups are there. There are 4 groups. 1, 2, 3 and 4 groups are there. In each of the group there are equal number of flowers. How many flowers are there? There are 4 flowers in the first group. Similarly 4, 4 and 4. Okay, so in each group there are equal number of flowers. If in one group there are 4 flowers and if the other groups are also having 4 flowers, that means they have equal number of objects in each group. 4 groups and each group has 4 flowers. Now we have to do through repeated addition. So how we can do? We can add it, isn't it? So 4 plus 4 plus 4 and plus 4. Okay, so 4 groups and 4 flowers in each group. Now what is the total? The total is 16. Okay, so through repeated addition we can find out there are total 16 number of flower. Instead of counting one by one, we can also count and find the total through repeated addition. Similarly, I have taken one more example here. Count the number of objects and find the total through repeated addition. Now here, what picture is this? It is a picture of balloons here. And how many groups are there? There are 4 groups. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4 groups. In each group, how many balloons are there? Okay, so let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 balloons are there in each group. Okay, now we have to find out the total through repeated addition again. So what we have to do? We just have to add the number of balloons in each group. So 6 plus 6 plus 6 and 6, because there are 4 groups. That is why I have added 6 4 times. Okay, and the number of balloons in each group is 6. Now I have to find out the total. So how much it is? It is 24. How much it is? It is 24. So number of balloons through repeated addition we can find out here, and the answer is 24. So I hope you remember, children. So what is repeated addition? Repeated addition means putting equal number of objects in each group. Now today we are going to learn skip counting. Okay, in the previous class we have learned skip counting of 2 and 3. Today we are going to learn about 4, 5 and 6. Now let us memorize again what is skip counting. Skip counting is counting by a number that is not 1. Okay, so skip counting, that means we are jumping from one number to another number, and it should not be 1. It should be more than 1. Okay, so skip counting means when you jump from one number to another number, there should be numbers in between, and there is a pattern. Okay, if you are skipping one number, in the next also you have to skip one number. Alright, skip counting helps us. Okay, why we are using skip counting? How it helps us in real life? Okay, so skip counting, the first point is we can count many things quickly. We can count a huge number of or a large number of objects together. Okay, and skip counting also helps us to learn multiplication tables. Alright, so skip counting helps us to not only to count many things quickly and also to learn the multiplication table. So let us find out how it can help us. Now in skip counting, the easier method is using a number line. Okay, so what is a number line? A line marked with numbers is called number line. That this number line you have already got in class 1 also. So here I have taken a picture of a number line. Okay, it is a straight line and it is marked from number 0 to 10. You can extend the numbers also. You can write beyond 10, or you can write 15 till 20 till 30 till whatever number you want. You can mark the line with numbers. So this is the how a number line looks like. It has got digits. Okay, so it's starting from 0 and every number is been marked here. See, 1 if 1 is written here, there is a mark here. Okay, that means the number 1 is lying on there. It shows that one. Similarly, 7. See, every number is marked here. Okay, that means it tells the position of the particular number. Now, how to do skip counting of 4 in a number line? I have taken the numbers from 1 to 10. And children, you can see arrows on both the sides. So it is a ray that you have got in the chapter shapes. Alright. So why the arrow is given here? The arrow is given here. That means it can be extended. It is not a line segment that it is fixed. It is a ray and it can be extended. If you put an arrow mark that side, in whichever side you put it, that means on that particular side it can be extended. Here the number line is it can be extended on both the sides. It is not fixed. So children, here I have to do skip counting of 4. It is a number line. Now here the numbers from 1 to 10 is been taken here. Okay, I can put a 0 also here. Okay, let me put the 0 also from here because I want to start from 0. You can start from any number. Now if I start from 0 and I have to do skip counting of 4, that means I will land on 4. Okay, I will land on 4. How many numbers are between 0 and 4? There are 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so 4 times I have skipped. Now again, if I have to jump from 4, then I will land on the next number, that is 8, because I have taken 4 steps here. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, I hope you understood. 4 times I have skipped a number and then I have landed on a number. So from 0 I have started, I got on 4. Again, then from 4 I have started. Again I have landed on 8. So this is how a skip counting is done on a number line of the number 4. Now I have told you children that the skip counting by 4 helps in not only by 4 by any other number, helps us in multiplication table. Okay, so from 0 I have started, I landed on 4. Okay, so this is 4, then 8. After 8 I'll get 12, then 16, then 20, then 24, then 28, then 32, then 36, then 40. Okay, so these are the numbers I will get in a number line. Suppose I draw a number line from 0 to 40. So these are the numbers I will get when I do skip counting by 4. Now what are these numbers? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36 and 40. So these are the numbers of the multiplication table of 4. So skip counting helps us to understand and learn multiplication table. With skip counting we can learn multiplication table. So multiplication we already know that to find the value of bigger or larger numbers we can use multiplication table. Now through addition you can count also and get till 40. Okay, that is not a big deal. But the problem is that if you count large number using your fingers or use your vertical or column method, it will take a lot of time. And on the other hand, multiplication tables helps us to count many things quickly, isn't it? So we already got that in skip counting. So skip counting is indirectly related with multiplication table. Okay. Now skip counting of 5. How to do skip counting of 5? Again, I'll mark it as 0. Okay, and I'll start from 0 and I'll do skip counting. So from 0 if I start, I will land on 5. Okay, again from 5 I have to do, then I'll land on 10. See, I have to skip count by 5 times, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is why I got in 5. Again I have to skip count. I'll count by 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got on 10 here. So this is skip counting of 5 done on a number line. Okay, earlier you have done number 4. So that in there you have to skip count by 4. That means you have to jump after every 4 numbers. Here it is 5, isn't it? So when you do 5, you have to skip count by 5 times. Alright. I hope you understood how to do in a number line. It is very easy and very interesting to do that. So this is how it looks like when you do skip counting of 5. Okay, using every 5th number. So from 0 you have started, you got 5 here. See, it is marked in red. 5 it is. Then it is 10, then 15, then 20, sorry. Now, so children, if you have to look what are the numbers you will get in a number line, the numbers are below here. See, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So these are the numbers you will get when you skip count by 5 on a number line. The numbers you got in skip counting of 5 are here. Okay, those are marked in yellow. See, those are marked in yellow. Now what are these numbers? 5, 10, 15, 20 till 50 I have taken here. These are the values that you get when you do multiplication table of 5. From 5 into 1 equals to 5 till 5 into 10 equals to 50 is the product of all the multiplication table of 5 you will get. Okay, through skip counting. Okay, similarly, this is what you will get by skip counting by 6. When you do in a number line, you just skip 6 number after every, suppose you start from 0, then you will get 6, then you will 12. Okay, if you skip count by every 6th number, then these are the answers you will get. That has been marked in dark yellow. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54 and 60. Okay, so these are the values of the multiplication table of 6. Alright, the multiplication table of 4, 5 and 6 is already given in your textbook. Okay, so you have to understand and you have to learn, okay, from 1 till 6. Now children, in the textbook it is given that you have to understand and learn the multiplication table till 6. But I think you should learn till 10 because you have to do word problems related to number 7 and number 8 also. So it is useful that you learn the multiplication table till 10 because these multiplication tables are very much useful throughout your life. Okay, and once you learn it, it will always be in your brain. It will always be in your mind. You will never forget it. Okay. And if you want the multiplication table till 6, it is given in your textbook. If you want till 10, you can drop a message in my WhatsApp number. I can forward it to you. So I tell you, every student, that you write the multiplication table from 1 till 10 in your maths copy. Okay, and you memorize that one. Now, based on the question that we have discussed today, I have taken 2 questions here. Okay, the first question is, Karan started jumping from 0 by skipping 4s. Okay, 4 times. Will he get 16 on his way? Okay, so here no number line is given here, but he has started jumping from 0 and skipping after every 4 numbers. Now the question is that, will he get 16 on his way? So children, you have to find out by yourself. The next question I have taken here is, a chocolate bar has 4 corners. How many corners would 6 chocolate bars have? Okay, so a chocolate bar is either rectangular or square in shape, mostly rectangular. So it has got how many corners? 4 corners. Now if you have to find out the total number of corners of each chocolate have, then how will you find out? So that one you can find out using the multiplication table. So for word problem like that, you can write the statement, okay, number of corners 1 chocolate bar equals to 4, number of corner 6 chocolate bar equals to 6 into 4. No need to do repeated addition here, you have to do multiplication. Okay children, so this is another question you have to do in your maths copy. Now children, two very important points are given related to multiplication. The first is, the product when any number is multiplied by 0 is always 0. Now the word product is given here. What do you mean by product? Okay, so when you add two numbers, you get the sum. When you subtract two numbers, you get difference. Similarly, in multiplication, when you multiply two numbers, the answer you get is known as product. Okay, now what is the point given here? The product when any number is multiplied by 0 is always 0. Okay, suppose you take a number, suppose 5, okay, and 5 you multiply with 0. Okay, the answer is 0. Any number you multiply with 0, you will get 0. If you multiply, suppose 10, okay, 10 into 0, the product will be 0. That means the answer will be 0. Alright, this 0 is known as the product. Now, in the multiplication table of 2, if you take 2 into 2, what you will get? You will get 2 into 2, you will get 4, isn't it? The 4 is the product here. That means 4 is the answer of the multiplication of 2 into 2. But the point what is given here, if you multiply any number with 0, it will always be a 0. The second point is, the product when any number is multiplied by 1 is always the number itself. Now similarly, I will take same number 5, and if you multiply it by 1, the answer is always the same number 5. Any number you multiply with 1, you will get the same number. If I take 10, okay, into 1 equals to 10. So these are the two important points here. Okay, 5 into 0 is 0. These are the two important points of the multiplication table. The first is, any number you multiply with 0, you will get 0. Any number you multiply with 1, you will get the same number. Same number means what? You have taken 10 here. Here also you will get 10. Okay, so these are the two important points of multiplication. The new words that you have learned, these words are very much useful in this chapter, that are skip counting and multiplication table. So skip counting means counting after every alternate or twice or thrice or 4 times, any whatever value is given here, that is known as skip counting. And multiplication table are the product of the numbers. So when you multiply two numbers, you get a number that is known as product. Okay, children, when you do addition, you get sum. Okay, when you do subtraction, you get difference. So when you multiply, the answer is known as product. Okay, you can write in your copy this one. The answer is known as product. P-R-O-D-U-C-T, product. Okay, so write these 3 words in your maths copy. For homework, you can do example 8, 9 and 10 in your textbook, page number 33, 34 and 35, using your pencil. So children, if you have any doubt, you can drop a message in my WhatsApp number. And not only the homework, the new words also you should write in your maths copy. The 2 questions that we have discussed, you have to write. I'll give in the Google Classroom, you write in your maths copy. The homework you can do in the textbook itself. There is space there using your pencil. And also the multiplication table from 1 till 10, you write it down in your maths copy. Try to learn it, memorize it. It will be helpful throughout your life. And in the next class, we will be doing drill time, word problem also. Okay, so with this I conclude my video. Thank you and have a nice day.